What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. And this one, I'm continuing to show you how to make Bendy and the Ink Machine in Minecraft. This is part 8, and in this one we're going to be getting all of the details in this hallway done, along with the little rooms with the artifacts and stuff at the far right over here. I'll show it in a sec. And yeah, that is really all. It's this room right here. So with that being said, enjoy the tutorial, and I will catch you on the flip side. So we're gonna do kind of the same thing we did, well, for the strip jungle we're gonna do the same thing from last part, yeah. Where we start from the end here where the projector room is, and we're just gonna work our way through as we do all the hallway details to start here. So you wanna start off by getting out black stone walls, mud brick walls, structure voids, oak trap doors, ochre frog lights, paintings, oak stairs, oak pressure plates, and oak slabs. So if we start at the end here, hold on, you want to be, again, looking towards the void, and in line with the strip jungle here, we want to do this classic old mud brick wall door where we place mud brick walls at the left, top, and right. Fill in the bottom and top rows in the center of this with structure voids. Walk backwards until you hit a wall and then turn to your left, and in the top corner here you're placing a black stone wall. Head forward a bit more, I guess backwards, whatever, until you find the second door, which is this one here on the left. And so what you want to do with from this doorway is, sorry, I'm just making sure I have my boundaries here. You want to turn around to look at the end of the hallway, so you're looking at that kind of hole there, and you want to count left by 2, and going left you want to place, ooh, we didn't get those. Get rid of the oak slabs and get out item frames, and place 3 item frames, or 2 item frames to the left. No, yes, 3, I was correct. Apologies. Take the center and extend it forward by 1, and take the right 2 and extend them back by 1 each. And then take that back left and extend it back with another item frame. Take the item frame that touches the left wall and trace it up to the ceiling, and then count forward a block, and going forward from there, you'll place 4 black stone walls. Keep heading forward until you want to essentially do like a similar setup with this next strip jungle pillar. You'll place a black stone wall off the top block of it, and it'll be brought back by 1 and forward by 2. And then extending forward, you'll leave a gap of 1 and place a wall in the corner there. Keep tracing this front wall here from this wall. You're just going to kind of go across, and you'll take the third stripped oak wood to the left at the top, and going left, place 3 black stone walls. I didn't mean to throw that, my bad. Turn around to the back and look at this area, and take the strip jungle at the top left and count back by 1 and place 3 black stone walls extending back. I'm just going to ignore the dog, it's fine. You're going to take the bottom right stripped oak here on this back corner and place a 1 by 2 painting here. Leave a gap of 1 extending left and place another 1 by 2, and they should both be Mario. Below Mario, you'll take this oak plank and place an oak trapdoor open up against the back of that block. Crouch placing off of that, you'll place 2 oak trapdoors with the second one open up against the original, and it should kind of give you this table. But you don't want a table, you want to place an additional oak trapdoor on top of that end one, which should open up the same way, and it'll give you a chair. Between the 2 doors, you should have a 3 block gap where you'll place an upside down oak stair facing left in the center. Place an oak pressure plate on top of it, and off the block that oak pressure plate is technically taking up, you're going to place a 1 by 2 painting extending upwards. And it should be the Mario one again. Wow, I'll just never get it again. That's okay. There we go. You'll then continue heading along and make sure you're at like this point of the hallway to where you... It's like this kind of longish portion. It's just where we were. That's the corner. And above the hole on the left here, you'll place black stone walls above each of the 3 blocks that are involved, which is basically just those signs. Direct your attention to the front wall, and going right to left if you're looking at it from this bottom row of stripped oak, you'll place 2 item frames, gap of 2, 4 item frames. You'll then go on the next row up, going right to left again, and you will place 7 item frames, Top row, you'll leave the first block open, next 4 item frames. Get rid of the oak pressure plates and get out oak slabs, and you can keep heading along and then turn around to where you're looking at this oak door here. Leaving a gap of 1 extending left from the top of the door, you'll place 5 oak slabs at eye level, pretty much. You'll then leave half block gaps between them, and you're just placing 2 rows of oak slabs actually directly above that, like so. Never been any lights up there. I want to make sure that I didn't just, like, miss one. I did miss one. That's good. I'm glad I checked that. Head... Sorry about that. You want to head back to the... Just before the turn to the right here where you have that doorway, and the strip jungle here on the right, on the corner, you'll count left by 3 from the top. Ochre Froglight, Oak Trapdoor underneath. And then you can leave again. So... We'll do a little bit of inventory juggling as we go around here. That's fine. You want to get rid of your oak slabs again and get out oak fence gates. And so if you head kind of back here, in this corner, you want to... How do we go about doing this? You want to place just an oak stair in the corner for now at eye level, just kind of between the oak and the stripped oak. Off each side of it, you'll place oak stairs facing out, and then you'll break the original stair. You can get out oak planks in place of those oak stairs and place 1 there in the corner. Underneath each oak stair, you'll place oak fence gates kind of facing out. From the oak fence gate on the right, you'll count forward 1 and then back by 1, and you'll place an oak trapdoor open up against the front half of this block. This is the front of the chair. You should know the drill. Crouch, place 2 oak trapdoors off the top of that. Second one should be open up against the middle one, and then you'll place an oak trapdoor on top of that end one that's opened up in the same direction. Directly above the, like, center of this chair, which is where you would technically stand if you were to stand on a chair, you'll break the beehive above it, replace it with an ochre frog delay with an oak trapdoor off the bottom. On the left wall in front of this oak stair, you want a 1x2 painting right here, which should be the Mario one again. It'll always be the Mario one, I think. I don't think it ever changes. Above this oak stair here against the back wall, you'll place an item frame. Extend the item frame right by 4. And then you want to take the middle item frame and extend it up and down by 1 to create almost like a division symbol. The bottom item frame will be brought left 1, and the top item frame will be brought right 1. The strip jungle pillar in the middle of the room, you're placing oak trapdoors open up against each side of that top jungle. You can get rid of... We don't need the blackstone walls again, do we? Oh, we do. Do we do once? I swear, if we need them once, I'm gonna cry. We do need them once, in case you couldn't tell. You can get rid of your... I don't really know. Oak fence gates and oak planks, and get out oak fences. And we want the yellow bendy banner again. So if you want to remember the easiest spot to find it, it would just be going straight across into the lounge room. There should be one in this corner from the end of last part. Not last part, the part before that, I guess. And again, if you do need the patterns, there they are. And so, we're not going to use them immediately, I don't think. You want to take this row strip jungle in the center and extend it to the right with 2 oak fence to connect into that pillar. In the kind of front right-hand corner here, you'll just place an oak trapdoor on the floor, and above it on the wall that is stripped oak, you'll place an item frame. Turn to look at this wall, and from this you can extend this item frame right by 3. The rightmost 3 item frames can be brought right by, or up by 1 each, excuse me, and then extend right an additional 1. You'll take the, out of the center 2 of that top row, you'll take the left more item frame and extend it up by 1 again. Turn back to look at this oak plank wall, which should be 4 blocks. Pretend like the row with the oak trapdoor here doesn't exist, and you should be left with 3 blocks. In the center, you'll place the bendy banner off the floor. Directly above it, on the ceiling, you'll break the beehive, replace it with an ochre frog light with an oak trapdoor underneath. And that should be this area done. We do have to do one other thing, but we're not worried about it just yet because it's kind of a bit of a hassle, not actually. You want to keep heading, and if you take the left side here, you're going to take the first like segment of the wall, and on the out of the middle two, you'll take the outermost one or the rightmost one and place a 1x2 painting here. You'll do the same with the next panel on the opposite wall, but it'll be left center this time rather than right center. Nice. Count one block further than that painting and then trace it back to the left wall, where you'll place a black stone wall at the top, extended back by 3. Keep heading back, and where this oak slab is for the hole in the wall, you want to count toward you by 2 and place an oak trapdoor with 1 to the left. We'll look to the left at first, and where this strip jungle is, you want another one of the mud brick wall doorways, where you're placing it at the left, top, and right, and then you're filling in the almost the entire center with structure voids. You're just leaving that middle row open. Going the other way, you want to place one in line with the strip jungle, just like right here. Just pretty much immediately to when you turn, you're placing mud brick walls on each side, structure voids at bottom and top from there. You'll leave a gap of 2 extending back, and then you'll place mud brick walls only on the left and right. That's just it. Now, if you weren't at the end of last part when I mentioned this, it's fine, because I did remember this, thankfully. The final row of strip jungle wood, you actually don't want beehives in line with this one. You want to break that row. That'll be composters later, but that'll be not right now. That's a problem. You can head kind of back out in this beehive just at the kind of front right of this entrance or archway. You'll place an ochre froglet in the ceiling in place of it with an oak trapdoor underneath. And yeah. The only other thing is the doorway into this area. So you can clear your inventory. I would put your structure voids and again maybe the Bendy banner in your actual inventory. I won't put the Bendy banner there though, so I can show you where it is next time anyway. And you want to just get out oak stairs and mud bricks, and you can pretty much leave this hallway, and in the entrance of it, you'll take the innermost row of strip jungle out of the 2, and you'll place a mud brick at the top corners. Connect them together with oak stairs, and then place a full row of oak stairs below that. I always like to have the doors slightly there, just because, you know, might as well. So yeah, there you go. The next area isn't hard. We want to head back to where we were, just like going to the right and just essentially hugging the right wall until you end up here. And you should be directly next to the ink machine room, actually. And to start off with this room, you want to get out oak planks, stripped jungle wood, chiseled bookshelves, stripped oak wood, spruce planks, stripped spruce logs, has to be logs. Block of coal, I suppose, would be helpful. Oak fences, and oak fence gates. So you want to take the strip jungle immediately on the left and the right, and you want to extend the top ones out or away from the center with 5 strip jungle. I'll place them sideways. Corner one is the only one that would face a different direction, but either way it doesn't matter, because you'll extend it down by 3 anyway to where the floor will eventually end up being, which will give you these kind of 3x4s, like so. Extend those end strip jungle pillars back a row, which will include that top block, making sure it does face upward this time for sure. And that strip jungle you can extend up with... I actually have it as a sideways strip jungle facing front to back. Doesn't necessarily matter that much, though. We won't go any further than that, because it doesn't really matter. You'll take the strip jungle either side of the door again and extend it down with a stripped jungle, and then you will go back with 13 stripped jungle wood facing backwards. Just like so. The backmost strip jungles you'll extend in with an oak plank and then connect together with chiseled bookshelves. Doesn't matter which way it's facing, the only side we'll see is the top. Fill in everything in front of that with oak planks. Between the strip jungle, I should say. Hopefully everyone has have a good day, and I don't think I said that yet. I am for the most part. Take the stripped jungle on the left and extend it back with a block of coal. Extend that block of coal right by 2, and then you can extend that row of 3 block of coal back a row that is shifted to the right by 1, though, as well. Out of that back row block of coal, you'll take the middle one and extend it up diagonally back 1. To the left of that block of coal that sticks up, you'll place a stripped oak wood facing left to right, and right of it, you'll place 2. I'm getting so distracted. To the right of this first row of block of coal, actually right of both rows of 3 block of coal, you'll place 3 chiseled bookshelves extending right. To the left of the back one, you'll just place 2 going over. From the stripped jungle, you want to place 4 rows of spruce planks extending right. Or left, just out. Specifically the sideways ones. And it will go all the way back to your in line with the chiseled bookshelves. Nah, sorry. And you'll go out from them by 3. Looks like random half hiccups. It's like it is hiccups, but it also isn't. It's weird. Place my blocks. It's not that hard. Good lord. You should have this. At the very front, I will actually connect these strip jungle woods together here. The ones closest to the doorway and the outer ones with sideways strip jungle in line with the floor. We can actually do these little pockets right now. Do we have beehives and do we need beehives? We don't have them and we do need them. Great combo. I think first, before we do that, actually, here's what we'll do. In these spruce planks, you want to just... We're doing the same thing we did before, where you're breaking just various spruce planks around and replacing them with upward-facing strip spruce logs. I would start... I'll do it actually this way. I'm going to break the 2 opposite corner ones specifically just because I think that'll be helpful. You'll see in a second as to why. But kind of it's up to you. I like about that amount, maybe. And instead of... I don't like how these are all lined up over here. Yeah, I'm going to shift this one over. And maybe shift that one to there. I think that's better. And so I'm going to essentially go into this corner and I'm going to see I'm at 50. I'll go down until I'm at 49. Control-Alt-C to copy that and go to the opposite corner. Make sure you're at 49 again and you'll do /fill, tilde, 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 which is your current coordinate. Copy the other one in. Stripped underscore spruce underscore logs. Keep, and it should just fill in the holes. I do have a video about /fill, so yeah. I do advise checking that out if you would like, because it goes over most of that. You can then get rid of both your spruce planks and strip spruce logs and get out beehives and the infamous composters, which we won't use just yet. But in each of these gaps, you kind of are inverting them almost. You want to place 2 rows of oak planks extending back from this row of strip jungle. You'll have chisel bookshelves on one side. Do just make sure that they face to where you can't see them. At least those front two. The rest don't matter. And you kind of want to just... Because you want to take the rest of the oak planks and just kind of surround them in upward-facing stripped oak wood. There's no chiseled bookshelf trim on most... I don't think I broke it all. Yeah, okay. There's not a trim on all of it. There technically isn't supposed to be one, but again, because of the wall inconsistency, it becomes a bit of a problem. You kind of just have to pick one and say whatever. Extend each stripped oak wood up by 2. You can fill in the ceiling with beehives that face the same direction as the other beehives, which you see is just like across kind of this room. Technically, they can just face like away. You want to just make sure that the lines are going the same direction. That's really all that matters. And then in each of these, you're doing the same thing to where you're taking the outermost back corner and just placing block of coal floor to ceiling. You'll then go toward you diagonally in with block of coal. And then back, like, away from you diagonally in. So it'll give you these kinds of shapes. Going from outside to inside, filling this in at the front, you're going to place a row of oak fence. Row of oak fence gates. Row of oak fence, and then you'll cap it off with a row of oak fence gates again. It kind of gives it that, like, not chain, it's like the... It's like the kind of metal gate, almost. You'll see on old elevators in, like, horror games and stuff a lot. I think Portal used them, too. Yeah, Portal did use them, I believe, in the... Portal 2, specifically. On top of this front row strip jungle, you'll place composters, which will connect together over where the, ceiling is for the hallway. And you'll notice the composter texture, well, might go the same way as far as the direction. I know if your map is, you have like a 1 in 2 chance of it being that way, because if your map is rotated off the, what would it be, the z-axis, then it won't work, but it doesn't matter that much. I just noticed that right now, which is cool. On either side, you want to do the following pattern extending back from the strip jungle here. These chisel bookshelves will face out, by the way. You want them to face out and nothing else. You'll place a chisel bookshelf on either side. Gap of 1 and then 2 chisel bookshelves. Stripped jungle wood facing up. Chisel bookshelf. Gap of 1 and then another chisel bookshelf. Stripped jungle wood facing up. 2 chiseled bookshelves. Gap of 1 and then a chiseled bookshelf. And then an upward facing stripped jungle wood. Extend each stripped jungle up by 3. And then I'm actually going to tell you to start by taking this like up this topmost strip jungle wood towards the front of the room, or I guess the entrance part of the room, and just bringing it all the way back until you're on top of the final strip jungle wood as well. They should all just be sideways. I'm not really going crazy with it. Because you want to fill in these panels here in with stripped oak wood, with the exception of that 1 block gap at the bottom, obviously. But you do want to fill above it, which is why we place this first, so you can just place off of the stripped jungle, rather than having to do some weird ghetto stuff to get the blocks over the gap. So much easier this way. Ah, stop. I'm being bullied. I don't even know how. You should have this. At the back, you want the row of composters where the strip jungle wood is. Now, it will be a block back, so I'm going to place a beehive off this corner and then place a composter behind it, and then I'll just crouch place and bring it across. Like so. This row of 4 we have in the middle, we kind of just randomly placed earlier. You want to place strip jungle wood left and right of it facing up that will connect into those composters. You want to take the right side of this opening here in the center. This particular, it's a 4x3 right now. You're going to take the bottom 2 rows and you place stripped oak wood facing left to right. Just 2 blocks going across. Place oak planks to the left, and then the rest you're going to fill in with upward facing stripped oak wood. Like so. The left and right you're going to fill in entirely with upward facing stripped oak wood for now. We're going to break I think 4 blocks in total out of the 32. So 28 are important, 4 not. I like those odds. It's less than 90% though. Yes, I'm a math nerd. Deal with it. You should have this. On the left one, you'll take the top right stripped oak wood and count down by 1. Break that one and then one to the left and replace them with beehives. You'll do a similar thing on the left. You'll take the top left and you'll take the top left from the right one and you'll count down by 2. Break 2 to the right, fill them with beehives. You want the notches to face out this time. On this right one, you will again take the top left corner, place an oak fence gate, open up against that block. On the left one, you'll take the bottom right and do the same. Oak fence gate, open up against it. You'll notice these are inverted, like, perfectly. One is just an upside down version of the other. It's kind of funny. Anyway, you want to take the 3rd composter in on either side and place strip jungle wood connecting it front to back like so. So there should be a 2 block gap to the outside. You'll fill in outside of these in with oak fences. The ceiling for this room is a nightmare. It's, okay, well, it's not that bad, but there's one reason you'll particularly see that makes it so annoying. It has those vents, again, that we've been baking, but that we've been making throughout this a couple of times. And, yeah, it's just annoying. Like, that's really it. So, I'm gonna just tell you to clear your inventory. Get a fresh start. And you want to get out. Oak planks. Oak slabs. Oak stairs. Oak trapdoors. Black concrete. Stripped oak wood. Beehives, I guess, again. Block of coal. And what else could we go with here? I don't even know. Strip jungle wood. We do need that, actually, for the ceiling. So, before we do anything else, we can do something with the oak planks and slabs here on the back. If you take the top left and top right hand stripped oak wood, you'll place oak planks off of them. Connect them together with upside down oak slabs, each with a regular slab on top. This ceiling is, again, asymmetrical. Don't you love it? You want to take the oak fences on the left side here, the outermost row, and you're going to place a row of oak planks directly on top. On the opposite side, you're bringing the stripped jungle wood up a row on the far right here, and you're placing a row of upside down oak slabs just inside of that. Now, I would take the front and back both, and you want to extend the oak planks in with an upside down slab here on the left. Then from each corner upside down slab, you'll go up diagonally in with a plank, and you should probably know the drill from here. In with an upside down slab, up diagonally in with a plank, in with an upside down slab, and you want to stop when they're one block apart, which should be right there with the oak planks. We're going to set this up so we just have to do the center that, or where the thingies are, as in the vents. I know thingies is extremely descriptive. You can connect those end oak planks together, as in front to back, not left to right. Because that center strip you're filling in with sideways strip jungle wood instead. Just like so. The two rows, or I guess one row moving forward from the back, you're going to bring this roof pattern forward. From the front, you will go back with also one row. I thought it was two, but it's one. Glad I double checked. From this point, you can bring a row of planks. On the right side, you'll just place another row of planks here at the bottom, and at the left, you'll do a row of upside down slabs and then another row of planks. So, asymmetry galore. But you should be the same distance from the center on both, which means we've set ourselves up perfectly. So, from this point at the front and back, you want to take the remaining planks and extend them each in by one. Where the upside down slabs are, you're going to place upside down stairs facing into them in line with them. Which, I'll kind of show you what I mean by that in a second. I mean, you can kind of see, hopefully, the way I'm placing these from the outside. But, yeah, I'll show you from the inside in a moment here. It should look like this, essentially. Then from both the planks and the upside down stairs, you're going to place upside down oak stairs facing just kind of towards each other from the center here like this. You want 3, I believe. Yes. You're then going to extend them each towards each other with 2 upside down stairs facing towards the center of the room like so. It's kind of weird to explain, but hopefully this is making enough sense to you. You're then going to place upside down oak stairs at the end that'll face back towards them. I do see we have a bit of a problem. I'll explain that in a second. I don't remember how to fix it, but we'll do a little bit of troubleshooting. It's okay. Because I'm noticing things are clinging a little bit strangely in the center. I gotta do this side too. Forgot about that one. So yeah, you will notice you end up with this kind of going on. How do I fix that, actually? That's a really good question. So I believe you have the like back row of stairs, or the middle row of stairs, I guess, because it's the one that's on the way. You have these upside down stairs just going straight across rather than on the like kind of curving into the other ones. And you see it'll still want to curve into those stairs, so it'll just kind of make that not happen the way that it was before. Sometimes you gotta troubleshoot those things. Especially with a map this old, I just forget those exist. And then you can actually connect the upside down oak stairs together here in the center just with oak planks. Off pretty much each side of the stairs, you're going to place oak trap doors open up against them. Now, you're going to place them pretty much on the inside where you can. So on the, like, on the front and back of them, I guess you're just taking these end stairs and placing oak trap doors open up against kind of the outside of them, like so. You don't necessarily have to do it the same way as I am, but this is how I did it. Just do keep in mind that you can obviously only place one row in the center, so that's why we avoid it entirely. And then on the other ones, you're going, I believe, just outside of the stairs. Yeah, because that's the only place you can go. And over here, it's a little bit annoying because of how close you are. But you can, like, crawl and just kind of above you place the trapdoors and then open them. Not the most ideal, but at the end here, just off these oak stairs, kind of going into them. And yeah, this side should be easier, I think. I hope it's easier. It's kind of my prayers for the... Whoopsies, that's the wrong side, isn't it? Yeah, it should be inside. Is it easier or is it more annoying? It might be more annoying, actually. Okay, yeah, no, it's more annoying because of the fences. So, like, I could do that, like, a bunch of times. Like, just crawl between the fences. You know what? I'm gonna, because it's funny. It also doesn't make sense, but... Oh, I gotta open you so I can go under here. And yeah, you'll actually need to do it in two positions because you can just get... Like, if I go between these two blocks here, I think? No, it'd be here. Then I can hit both these at once, open them, go along, crawl between these two. Oh, place, open, open. That's so stupid. But it works, so, like, don't hate on it. It's a little scuffed, but that's okay. We're here for it. You should have this regardless of however the hell you managed to get here. On the front wall, this one. Above the composters, the furthest right two that are going to be visible, you're placing beehives on top of them. I'll actually just go the furthest right three overall. And you want the notches this time facing out, so you have this. Half of one visible and full of another visible. You'll then place 3 stripped oak wood extending in from there on top of the composters. You're going to have to go like straight above them for them to place properly. And then you'll place 2 oak trap doors, open up against the inside of those blocks. And you actually do want to place 4 like I did. I didn't do that on purpose, but you want a 2x2. And then you can place black concrete behind off these oak trap doors. Rest of this side is filled in with stripped oak wood. Facing up. And you'll have to crouch place again, because composters. Where the window is on the front, you want to just kind of replicate it to the back. So I'm going to just, like, trace, and it should be these 2 blocks. And that's why we go above. But yeah, this one is entirely stripped oak, other than the window, I believe. Unless there's beehives in the same spot. There is beehives in the same spot. Aha, sneaky. But yeah, the rest is just stripped oak wood. It's basically the same thing, actually. Just kind of mirrored. Kind of. Because the window is in the same spot still. I've been trapped outside of the room. I'll just break through the oak, whatever. Cool. As for the back wall, you want to take the top row of oak trapdoors and place a block of coal just outside of it by 1 on either side. From those blocks of coal, you'll count out by 2 and down by 1 and place another block of coal on either side. And each of those 4 you'll bring up diagonally, forward, and out with a block of coal. And it should be on an upside down oak slab. Well, not actually for all of them, but you're just going to break whatever is in your way. It'll either be an upside down oak slab or an oak plank, but there will be something. Sorry. On the back wall, here's a couple things we can do. The block of coal on the actual wall, you'll place an oak trapdoor open up against the bottom here. Place another one to the right. On the left panel, it's bottom left. You'll count up 1 oak trapdoor there. Can you figure out where the other one is? Right panel, top right, count down 1, oak trapdoor. You can clear your inventory. I know I'm skeptical. And get out blackstone, oak buttons, oak signs, blackstone walls. This is not a logical set in order, I mean. Levers, polished blackstone buttons, flower pots, hell yeah. A dead bush, even more of a hell yeah. And lectern might be important. So on the back wall here, we're going to do as much as we can. I don't know if we have enough for everything. We should. On the, well, except for the low pressure sign. But on the bottom oak plank out of this little row 2, you're placing a lever. Above it, polished blackstone button. Off the middle 2 strip jungle on the left and right, you're placing blackstone walls. On the left panel above each beehive, you're placing an oak button. And left of the oak fence gate, you're placing an oak button. On the opposite one, it'll be below either beehive and right of the oak fence gate. Below the innermost beehive on both panels, or I guess below it on the left panel, above it on the right, you're placing oak signs. And then in the corner closest to the oak trapdoor, so down bottom left and top right, you're placing oak signs. From this point, you want to take the oak trapdoors, open up against the wall here just below the little lever bend thing, and you want to count right by 1 and place a flower pot. You'll count right by 2, forward 1, flower pot again with a dead bush in it. From each of the holes, you want to fill in like underneath them with blackstone. I'm going to just crawl through one of them and I'll place blackstone underneath each for the floor. And then I'll crawl back in through them. Yeah. I'll extend these blackstone blocks in by 2, which I'll just break whatever's in the way. It'll either be spruce planks or strip spruce logs. Oh, I have no spruce logs in the way. That's crazy. And then from there, you'll place a lectern facing into those blackstone rows on the next spruce plank. Whoopsies. If you crouch and place an oak sign off each side of the lectern, it will give you my version of the pedestals. It'll also cover up the books on the one side. Lectern is definitely one of the most interesting blocks in the game. It's one of the things I noticed while building this. And also Ban 0 I used them in. I don't know why. I may... Would I have used them in this or that first? I think this. I started this, I know, way before Ban 0. I think I started before Ban 0 was even out. But I didn't really, like, truly pick it up until I had started Ban 0. But I feel like the other usage for them would have been early enough. You should have this. On the front wall, you want to take this window and count, or you want to just place blackstone walls left and right of the bottom oak trapdoors, 2 in each direction. Extend the inner blackstone wall towards you by 1 and connect those together. Is that everything we can do with this inventory set? I want to say so. Yes, maybe? Yeah, we'll go with yes. Clear your inventory again. We'll finish this room and that'll be the end of the part. And you want to get out block of stripped bamboo, bamboo mosaic slabs, paintings, black concrete, oak trap doors, composters, oak pressure plates, dark oak sign, and, man, we're gonna go glowing sec, that's fine. Each of the 1 block holes you can block off with black concrete. Now, if you're in bedrock, you can... Maybe not, actually. You want to make sure you're a block outside the wall when you do it. I'll just scroll through. There is a way in bedrock to, like, place it off of the side of the block when you're not highlighting it. It's weird. But it's helpful sometimes, for sure. Just, you're a little too far. I think you have to be, like, up against it. But it's more so useful, like, if you're in a situation like, I don't know, like this, maybe? and like you wanted to place it there, then you could, but because it's a block too far out and it's blocked off weirdly. So above the holes for the middle panel, you want to take the second stripped oak wood up and place a 1x1 painting here. It should be the black and white one. Every painting in this room is the black and white one. This one. We have to place 6 of these in total. They just represent each of the 6 artifacts you need to get, or relics. I like the word relics more than the word artifacts. I think they're called artifacts in the game, though, if I remember. Good lord! I'm gonna get it. Okay, there we go. And then on the other 2 panels, it's out of these center 2 blocks, the one that the hole is not on, you're placing the 1x1 painting. That just kind of evened it out more. At least that was my logic behind it. Okay, yeah, it's gonna take forever to get 6 of these, but oh, there we go. That still sucks. RNG is not in my favor today. Neither am I in my favor. Did we use anything? Yeah, I don't think so. You know what? I'm just gonna place a black concrete. No one will see it anyway. God dang it. I was not expecting to immediately get it after that. Oh my god. I'm gonna just get whatever I get at this point. I'll try a little bit, but I can't be bothered to be placing... Jesus Christ. Oh my god, there we go. I'm not locked in. Okay, maybe I can get this one now. I believe. It is important. There we go. Had to get really close, up and personal. Anyway. On the left wall, the strip jungle pillar between the front 2 panels. This one right here, you're going to place a strip, block a strip bamboo off the bottom block that should face up. Place a bamboo mosaic slab on top. Back right-hand corner of the room, you'll count forward diagonally left by 1 and try not to lag your game, but you're going to place a composter and crouch place an oak pressure plate on top. Above each of the lecterns off the strip jungle wood pillar, you're going to place oak trapdoors. These are lights in the game. I don't know if they're on. I don't remember if they're on or not, but... Did I use light block? Ow! Did I use light blocks or something? No, I don't have light blocks on me, so I'll never know. From this point, this is a comedy of errors, this part, I feel like. You want to left of the lever. You want to place a dark oak sign. Go down a line and type low, down another line, pressure. And it should be in all caps. Place your glow ink sac on it, and you also want to get a yellow dye. I'm going to just clear my inventory. You want to place yellow dye on it. And it should look like that. That's how you spell low pressure, by the way. Pressure is kind of a weird word, I feel like. Maybe like pressure, like what are you trying to say? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is part 8 of Bendy and the Ink Machine Chapter 1 complete. Hopefully next part we'll get this set of rooms over here done, and then we'll have just that room and some closets and stuff. And yeah, we're looking pretty good. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, have a fantastic rest of your day or night, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.